Angie has her llama Christmas sweater on today. So you could probably guess that means that today is Christmas Eve.
Today is Christmas Eve.
But tomorrow, and when the day this podcast episode drops, is Christmas. So this is our
Christmas Day episode.
Probably our first official Christmas Day episode. I don't think we've ever done. I think we did.
Did we do a Thanksgiving one?
This year, I think it was just me.
Okay.
And I think because those are my like gratitude.
I think we talked about doing the Thanksgiving Day one together because of a lot of what we're going to talk about today is what we were talking about Thanksgiving. So, and I think I was shopping or something, and you just had to get it done. So anyway,
But anyway, this is our first official. You could say holiday, Christmas, seasonal episode. And this is probably not going to be what you expect. And it's not what this season isn't what we expected. It's not what we've come to know. And that's kind of what we want to share. We want to share a little bit about this Christmas season and how we used to operate and function in Christmas. Mm-hmm. And then what this year has been like for us. And then we got a message and, some learning that we're going to wrap in this, but we just want to share this with everybody so you know exactly where we are and that it's okay to be wherever you are. Yeah. You want to talk about where we've been? Yeah,
well, and it's great way to start this is I think we've been going through some deconstruction over Christmas specifically. Well, over the years, and this year we did it with Thanksgiving. And we did the episode from Baltimore.
We did.
Yeah, but that wasn't Thanksgiving Day. You're right.
Yeah, that was the next week.
But yeah, I feel like we've been over the years, it's been a slow deconstruction process around what is expected of the holidays, of what tradition really is. Mike likes to say tradition is simply peer pressure from dead people. And over the past few years, Christmas Day has been changing. We went from the traditional, at first it started with something very simple, was listening to Christmas music. Mike used to not allow Christmas music in the house until Thanksgiving Day.
Sitting down to Thanksgiving dinner.
And it was the same soundtrack, Scottish Christmas,
because that's
every year.
That's how it was supposed to be.
Yeah. And it was actually a soundtrack from a show that we had gone to see together back in Frederick, Maryland, back in probably 1990, 2000. And we purchased a CD. So
I still love it.
Still great. Scottish Christmas. Check it out. And then it shifted from that to we started listening to Christmas music early. And then it was the Christmas tree didn't go up and Christmas decor didn't come up until Thanksgiving night, we started taking decor out. Thanksgiving weekend, the tree came out and I decorated.
Right after Thanksgiving dinner, we would start taking Thanksgiving down and fall down. And I'd come down the basement. Well, while the girls were upstairs taking everything down, I would come down the basement and start getting everything out. So it was like robotic. It was traditional. It was the way you were supposed to do it.
And then the next iteration of that was Christmas dinner. It was ham. Thanksgiving with ham. Let's just leave it at that.
We had a scripted Thanksgiving Day with the same food every year because that's the way you're supposed to do it. Then we had Christmas. Growing up, when I was a kid growing up, we had Thanksgiving Day with ham instead of turkey. Yep. So I reconstructed that, and
then one year we decided let's do something different. And we started having different dinners for Christmas Day.
The first year was like tacos.
Or pasta. We went tacos, pasta, lasagna. We did it. We've done a few. Again, this has been progressive over the years. Yeah. And now this year, however, has been a just complete turnaround from what normal tradition has been.
We didn't even have Thanksgiving dinner this year. We were in Baltimore and we had crab cakes on Thanksgiving Day, but that was at lunch because we were going to the Ravens game that night. So we didn't even have Thanksgiving dinner. And frankly, the only thing I missed was making it because I love cooking it and I love preparing it. That's one of my favorite things to do, but I didn't miss Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
And this year for Christmas, we're having the girls ask for grilled chicken and they do want the stuffing and the
Mhm.
mashed potatoes from Thanksgiving, so they miss that. And we're gonna have some Brussels sprouts with bacon and
Yeah.
some butter because we love that. But it's like we redefine this year what Christmas dinner is for us, and we did something. We kind of got into a groove for a couple of years. Well, Christmas dinner, we're going to do something weird in terms of spaghetti and tacos, and we started doing these weird things, or to us weird for Thanksgiving. And this year we're just going back to, okay, let's go grab some foods that we didn't have
Yeah.
on Thanksgiving, and let's go enjoy those on Christmas.
And the grilled chicken is because it's going to be 70 degrees here in St. Louis on Christmas Day, which is just insane.
It's wackadoodle.
Yeah, that's not typical.
Yep. It'll be global warming until it becomes global freezing. So, and if I'm a child of the 70s, so I remember global freezing,
Yeah.
and I remember everybody freaking out, global freezing. And then when it got warm, it was suddenly a big pivot in the switch.
Mhm.
Then when it started, there was global warming. And then when it got really cold again, it was like, okay, climate change. Now they got you across the board. They're just fear mongers waiting to make you scared. So you do exactly what they want you to do, whoever they is. And if that makes sense, whoever controls the fear controls the world. There we go.
Yes.
There's my Christmas
Merry
message.
Christmas.
The point being is the same thing. It could be said with tradition.
Yeah.
Tradition is just kind of like what we've learned is tradition is just kind of like a control mechanism.
Mhm.
And then so I say, I remember one time I was at a speaking engagement, and we were in a room full of folks, and I said that I was like answering a question. And I said, tradition is just peer pressure from dead people. And you could feel a gasp in the room, because that's exactly what it is. And that's why we started deconstructing that, saying, are we doing this? Are we doing these things because we're inspired to do them, or is it from some sense of obligation? And I think what we found, it was a mixture.
Yeah.
So we put up the Christmas tree, but what we traditionally used to do is, after Thanksgiving, put it up the day after Thanksgiving, or after Thanksgiving dinner. Now we put it up like way earlier in the season.
Well, now we put it up early in the season, but we still enjoy our daughters, Katie and Megan, are 23 and 21 now. Katie does live back at home with us. Megan is still lives on college campus. But now it's okay, tree's up, but I still want to decorate the tree with our daughters, because that tree is theirs. It's a tree of their memories. It's all the things that they've made. Our tree isn't like this curated, beautiful Ralph Lauren, Christian, fancy ornament tree. It's literally a collection of their memories, our memories.
Yeah.
It's 27 years of memories.
Are you inspired to put up the tree, or is it out of obligation?
Well, putting the tree I'm still inspired by. I do enjoy the tree.
Mm-hmm.
It was this year that we had some hecticness. We literally had a 3-hour time window having both girls home where we were able to decorate it. So it was just that was a lot this year. But going back to like all the things you're supposed to do for the holidays, like we're supposed to be holly and jolly, and we're supposed to want to go to all the Christmas parties, and we're supposed to want to shop, and we're supposed to be excited about going and buying a fuck ton of shit and and crap and junk.
Get after it, girl.
and that's what we're supposed to love to do. And I think my Christmas llama sweater, for those of you who aren't watching, he's very apathetic, and he's really
he is baked.
He looks really stoned. And the funny story is, our daughter Megan bought this for a Christmas party in, I think it was early middle school. We went to Walmart and she picked this one out, and I looked at it and I went, oh my gosh, that llama is stoned. But she still worked at her holiday party, and this many years later, all the girls in the family have worn llama sweater.
Baked Christmas llama.
Yeah. So, but I'm not baked, but he also looks very apathetic, because that might be an emotion that comes up when you're baked, and he really conveys that emotion for me and how I felt this entire Christmas season.
Yeah, I think we enjoyed putting up the tree. I think we enjoyed that, and I'm still inspired by our tree. For the last 3 years, every year, Angie's thrown away more and more Christmas decorations, and our collection, and because we used to have like every surface had something Christmassy on it, every wall had something Christmassy on it. It's like it's like Christmas threw up in our house. And every year, Angie at the end of the season throws away a little more stuff, and we keep narrowing down. And this year is the least amount of decorations we ever put up. And there's a lot of things that we got to a point where we were like tying up the loose ends of putting all the Christmas decorations up. And I think Angie and I just got to a point where, fuck it, we're not doing it anymore. Like, we were done. It was just that spirit that we normally have, that enthusiasm that we normally have to put all of our decorations out. It just wasn't there. For me, decorating the tree, watching the girls decorate the tree, the spirit was still there, but it's pretty much the spirit of Christmas for me. You can speak for yourself, but the spirit of Christmas for me just hasn't been the same as it always was.
Right.
And you can speak to that for yourself, but for me, that's been not a challenge, but it's been an opportunity of growth for me, because I always tried to force myself to feel Christmassy. I always tried to force myself to feel in the season. And this season, it's like Angie and I, we've had conversations. Should we be going out to do things to try to capture that feeling of the Christmas season? We're like, no, I'm just not feeling it this year.
We don't want to. Like, we have, and I think for me, it's been same, and it's just been a season of, and I've been in this space for a few months now, probably most of this year. It's just been a season of just stillness and just stillness. Like, we have our daily routines that just, it's simple. Like, we get up, we do our work. We have the same place we go every evening after we're kind of just shutting down for the day. We go out and grab a bite and hang out with some friends that we've met. And it's like every single day, like, that's what we do. And that's really all I've been inspired to do. Yeah. And
I think that's the word. That's all you've been inspired to do.
And there have been a couple of days where I'm like, let's just stay home. Want to do that. Like, but it's like, and we talked about this last week. We live in right outside of St. Louis, Missouri, and there are some amazing things to do in St. Louis. There's the Garden Glow, there's Grant's Farm, there's Anheuser-Busch, and we were talking about this last week.
It's called Brewery Lights.
Yeah,
where
Brewery
they
Lights,
take the whole brewery, the first AB brewery, and they decorate it with lights everywhere, and it's wonderful.
And it's beautiful. You get to see the Clydesdales, but neither of us we talked about it, but it's like, do we want to go? And no, we really don't. So we haven't been doing it. And even with the gifts. The girls, like, I used to go crazy with gifts. Oh my gosh. Crazy with gifts.
And in the past, because I have been at points in the past where I was trying, I didn't feel Christmassy as I did when I was a kid. And when we got together, I didn't feel as Christmassy. And I literally tried to force it. And I tried to make that feeling show up, and by making it show up, by forcing it, it did kind of. But this year, I think the growth was there was no force.
Yeah,
it's just like, let it go. If we're not feeling it, let's not try to feel it. If we're feeling like we want to continue our routine that we exercised and demonstrated before Thanksgiving, before Christmas, and after Thanksgiving and after Christmas, if we want to do that same routine, let's do it through Christmas.
Yeah. And that, and what one of the biggest growth moments for me this year is that I would, even just last year, Christmas Eve, I would be in panic mode, concerned that I'm going to disappoint the girls. They're not going to get enough gifts. I'm going to let someone down. I'm not going to get someone something that they wanted. And I would have myself in an emotional wreck. And this is the first year I haven't felt, I've had little glimmers of it, but that came when there was one time we were at the mall, and I said, we were going to get your new Sambas. and we were at West County, and I saw there was this mom and dad, and they were talking about what they were getting for their kids. And I said, okay, I'm starting to have the gift.
Gift guilt.
Gift guilt.
I don't think we've ever called it that before.
But
I don't think we've ever called it that before.
No, I said present anxiety.
There you go.
I said present anxiety. And
I like gift guilt.
Gift guilt is good to know. They're both good. Gift guilt and present anxiety. And I said it out loud to Mike, and I was like, okay, I'm pulling myself back. So I've had to pull myself out of it a couple of times, but for the most part, like right now, I'm sitting in total calmness. I haven't wrapped a single gift yet, because there aren't that many. And I'm like, I can do it later.
I would say that in the past, we had a checklist of what Christmas is.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, that checklist also included watching all of my favorite Christmas movies and kind of forcing all of my favorite Christmas movies and at times binging them because I was running out of time, and I wanted to make sure I was checking all the boxes of what I was supposed to do at Christmas. And this year I haven't watched one Christmas movie. And the only one that I'm inspired, I'm going to watch it today. You know what that is?
I sure do.
Which one?
It's the Charlie Brown Christmas.
Charlie Brown Christmas. I love that movie. And I love all of them. But that's the only one that I'm inspired to watch right now, and I'm excited to watch it. But I'm not excited to watch the others. I love them though. It doesn't mean I've lost my love of them. It means that I haven't felt the need to check that box.
But okay, but also, who said that you can only watch Christmas movies at this time of year? Like, why can't you watch The Polar Express and the Dead Ass of Summer? Like, who decided?
That's a good point. There is an element that I am usually excited and inspired to listen to Christmas music. And usually the day after Christmas, I don't want any more Christmas music in my life.
Right. And
I think I feel that way about a lot of things at Christmas. It's like I have so much of it during the season. It's the day after. Not that I would want to tear all the. We had a neighbor in Oregon that they would get a real tree, and literally Christmas night, the tree was on the sidewalk.
We used to laugh so hard. We would look out our window. We would watch Mindy, and we're still great friends with the Denver. He's got family here in Missouri. He'll come by and see the family periodically. So
Mindy, we love you.
We love you, Mindy. We would watch her. She would drag that tree out, and you could just tell she was done. She was so done.
It was fun watching them tear down Christmas so fast. Like I don't have that much urgency of getting rid of Christmas and getting done with the season. But the point is when I'm done, I'm done. Mm-hmm. It's just when it didn't turn on, I felt it should have.
Well, it's going to be interesting because in past years, I don't even know how long, it's kind of been like our tradition that the tree comes down the weekend before Super Bowl.
Right.
It's always been the weekend before Super Bowl. So I'm curious to see how that ends up this year. If we
might leave it up to August. We might take it down like tomorrow. Who knows? Or the day after Christmas.
Interesting. We'll see how that goes. I mean, with 70-degree weather, we may as well just take it all down.
Yeah. It's this series, the way we've lived life and the way we were taught. And now me and you put a lot of our own traditions together.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I brought a lot of my childhood traditions, and I know you didn't have a traditional childhood, so you didn't have a lot of traditions. But I do remember when we first got together, especially when we moved out to Oregon, because that's where we spent our real family's first Christmas together. When we moved out there, you were literally trying to force.
Oh, I was trying to force traditions. Absolutely. I was looking for anything to make ours, because I did grow up with no traditions and really, and I think a whole other episode could be the expectations that we place on ourselves for others, and then the response we expect to receive from others for the expectations we put on ourselves. That's a whole other...
It's all the expectation pretzel, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
but I think that the point there is, when we did,
but I did it both. That's what I'm saying. It's like I was forcing traditions. I was trying to make up for my lost childhood. I was overbuying gifts for my children. I mean, I'll have to go back and repost these pictures on Facebook sometimes. But I mean, our living room was so filled with gifts. Like it would take them all day to open their gifts. And this is not an exaggeration.
And it was slow. It was slow, but literally there were times that when it was almost their bedtime when they were a kid, 8, 9 o'clock at night, and they were opening
and
their
we would
last
make
gift.
them go slow, and then we would make them take breaks.
Because
and
that's what we wanted, and that's what served that purpose. And I don't want to give the impression that there's anything wrong with tradition.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. This isn't a knock on tradition.
No, we're still having our cinnamon rolls tomorrow morning, which was one of the traditions that
we didn't even like force that one.
No.
So I was at the grocery store. I love buying groceries. I love the grocery store the day before Christmas, and I love the mall, and I love being in that atmosphere. I just love being in that energy. That is where I feel a little spark of the holidays. But when I was at the grocery store, that wasn't on the radar to get cinnamon rolls. And the girls, Angie texted me and said, "Hey, the girls asked for cinnamon rolls."
Well, in all fairness, so I was thinking breakfast, and I yelled up. I said, "Hey, girls, are you going to have Jack?" They've been going to Jack in the Box the past few years for breakfast. So I said, "Girls, are you going to do Jack in the Box tomorrow, or do you want cinnamon rolls?" And they both said cinnamon rolls.
Yeah,
so,
and then they did the same thing last year, and then they'll go to Jack in the Box anyway. So let's not,
there still might be Jack in the Box.
There will be, because Katie likes her double sausage sandwich on Christmas Day. But there's nothing wrong with tradition. We're not trying to give that air. We're not trying to create that as a belief or as a structure. What we're talking about is the forcing of tradition when it's not inspired.
It's, are you inspired to do something, or are you doing it out of obligation?
And then associating a feeling with a season and thinking there's something wrong when that feeling of that season that we've assigned to the season, when it doesn't show up, it's forcing that feeling. And it's learning how not to have a checklist, or if we do have a checklist, not needing to check it all off and not needing to force something that's not ready to be present.
And being okay with, I think, just in the internal feeling, the emotions, being okay with it. I mean, who knows? Next year we might be the jolliest assholes this side of the nut, whatever the phrase is, But for this year, I'm just bah humbug. I'm just done.
And for years, I'll take it back to Angie didn't have a traditional childhood. They didn't have Christmases like this. They didn't have a steady home where you decorated.
We were lucky if we had a home.
You're lucky if you had food. But they didn't have a traditional childhood. They didn't have a traditional Christmas. They didn't have routines, and they didn't have things like this. So Angie tried to force these things. And one thing I remember, and maybe we can talk about this and close it out in case, this shows up for anybody else on Christmas Day, if you practice Christmas Day. But I remember the expectation for you, for the number of gifts, for the amount of gifts, for what I gave you, it was extraordinarily high, and it could never be satisfied. I remember trying to just have a certain number, a big number, because that's what you did for the girls, is you wanted them, you focused a lot on the number of gifts they had, not always the quality of the gifts.
It was 100% quantity over, and I did it to you too. Like I would buy you.
For sure.
And I think that was definitely, there was an unspoken expectation there in me of expecting reciprocity, right? But that was I didn't give you a list or anything. I think you were just trying to like match my unspoken expectation.
For sure. I literally spent from, before Thanksgiving till Christmas Day, worrying and obsessing and trying to find stuff to buy, because there was no list, and there was you didn't talk about it. And I tried to, I tried to anticipate, and it was a moving target. I was never going to hit it. And we gave and I never cared one bit if I ever got anything on Christmas Day ever, because this goes back to the love languages too.
And I was going to tie that in.
Go ahead. We don't have to get here, but or we don't have to talk about the love languages today, but go ahead and tie it in.
No, because gift giving gives you, purchasing gifts. And for me too, like the reality is I get anxious around going and trying to find the right gift and making, trying to find out, get others' expectations met. And like, there's just a lot of anxiety around that. And then here we're trying to force the other person to meet something that gives them anxiety. And that's not love.
Yeah.
Like,
go ahead. Tie it in.
No. So like, I would rather give someone a gift that involves quality time, because that's one of my love languages.
Yeah.
Right. And, so for years, and I just did this with one of my best friends. Like, she's an extravagant gift giver for birthdays and holidays and everything. And this year I was finally like, her birthday came around and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to get Alexis? Like, she always gives these great extravagant gifts. And I stopped myself and I said, no, we're going to do an experience together, because that's what I enjoy. And that's not me, but we had that conversation. I explained to her how buying the perfect gift caused me so much strife, and how this is what I love to do, and this is how I like to show my love and show my appreciation. And it was like, oh, cool. And when you convey that, so when you actually articulate that to others, saying, hey, I don't want to put any undue stress and anxiety on you. I love you, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's important. We could do
we've talked about the love languages.
But you haven't gotten me fired up about it yet. Maybe one day we will.
And I was just having a conversation with somebody last weekend about this. I said, the love languages are awesome to understand, but the way they're taught is often opposite of what creates joy.
Yes.
Where people think that you get to know the other person's love language and then you force yourself to do those things so that they can feel love. Where the love languages, when used in a healthy and appropriate way, is you know the love languages and you know people's love language, and you receive the love that they're giving when they give you their love language. So where quality time, when Angie gives me quality time, that's her way of showing me love. When I make breakfast, when I cook, when I clean up after dinner, I'm an acts of service guy. So that is the way I show love to my family. So, it just happens to be that my three girls aren't food driven. They're not dinner driven. They're not mealtime driven.
But I'm clean the stove driven.
But that's the way I give love. And if someone knows the love languages, they'll identify my love language and they'll receive the love that I'm giving them when I give it. And that's why Angie,
maybe that's our Valentine's Day episode this year.
Maybe. Yeah, there you go.
He's much more articulate about that, because I just get pissed off. They piss me off so much. But yeah, that would be a fun conversation to have with your smoothness and my fire.
Here it comes. Yeah, I don't know if I'll get a whole lot of smoothness out of that one. They'll just keep cutting me off. But you get. I'm talking about because you're fired up.
Yeah,
I'm talking in a good way.
Now you know what. Now you know.
No, I'm talking about in a good way. I'm going to stoke the fire and get you all fired up so that you just talk the whole time.
Yeah, but I think to come back to what we're talking about, it's not forcing these things that we're taught you're supposed to do. And we talk about that so much, and we're living that right now. And we're feeling it. We're experiencing it. We talk on a daily basis. And, I'll say to Mike, I'm just not, and it's not depression.
No,
it's not.
No, apathy. It's not apathy. It's not depression.
It's neutrality. And
completely.
It's a peaceful neutrality. It's
for
not.
Sure. Contentedness.
Yeah. And it's really cool.
Me too. I love that. We just enjoy spending time together, and it doesn't matter if it's Christmas time or not.
It's pretty gross.
Yeah, it
we spend a lot
of time together.
And happily.
And then sometimes when we go separate ways for 10 minutes, it's like, we're going to miss you.
Oh no, I remember you. Sometimes all I want is some free time in the house to watch my trash television shows. And this man doesn't leave the house. He doesn't go anywhere unless it's together.
It's true.
And I was like, oh my God, please go somewhere for a couple hours. And he actually did not too long ago. I'm like, I miss you.
Yeah, well, I go to the grocery store, but
that's not time for me to throw on a Secret Lives of Mormon Wives episode.
To bring it to a close, guys, this Christmas season has been extremely different, not challenging, but extremely different for us. And this Christmas season has all been about allowing the season to be what it is and to allow us to be what we are within the season.
Yep.
Knowing that wherever we are, whatever we feel, however we experience the season is perfect, even if it's not the same as we normally feel. Because as we evolve, how we engage with life is constantly evolving too. And we're not the same people that we were a couple years ago. So why would we expect anything in any given season that's changing to stay the same?
Yep.
Sum it up? Is that good?
That, and I think that it's allowed us also to recognize another level of growth that we've experienced.
For sure.
So it's been really cool. So yeah, Merry Christmas to all who celebrate. Happy everything. Happy holidays. Merry everything.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for following along. This is we're nearing the end of 2025. So we'll have another episode next week. But I think that's, what is that? Is that closing out? Is that?
Yeah, that'll be that the next episode will drop on New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve or New Year's, you know what? Is it going to drop? Is New Year's Day on Thursday? Because if Christmas Day is on Thursday, then isn't New Year's Day usually Thursday?
No, I think it's when. Oh, maybe. Yeah, you might.
So
be right.
we don't know. We don't know what any of that looks like, but it'll drop next Thursday.
Yeah, next Thursday, whatever it is.
That's all we know. Could be the last episode of this year. Could be a teaser for the last episode. Who knows? But anyway, it's all perfect. Love you guys. Yeah. Thanks for, if it is the last episode of the year, thanks for spending this year with us. We hit the podcast together more this year than we ever had.
It's been a lot of fun.
It has been a lot of fun, and we're always looking for ways to kind of get more involved together in this podcast. But Angie's got to learn to kind of use her words a little bit more without being edged on by me. All right. Love you guys. Have a great holiday season, no matter where you are, no matter who you are, and no matter what you celebrate.